capacity crowd of 19,000 inside Fratton Park, noisily challenging the suggestion that Portsmouth's heart will soon stop beating. Even though the future at this club and its ground are in the balance, the FA Cup brings an injection of optimism to supporters old enough to remember Portsmouth winning the trophy exactly 60 years ago, and younger ones recalling them beating Leeds at Ellen Road 2 years ago. And it's barely 10 months since Steve Claridge was playing in the semi-final for Wolves. It was the Portsmouth-born striker who scored their winner at Nottingham Forest in the third round. Claridge is partnered up front by 18-year-old Luke Nightingale, while Alan Knight, nearly 20 years his senior, returns in goal for his 784th Pompey appearance. He and midfielder Alan McLaughlin, the only two survivors from the team that came within a penalty shootout of the FA Cup final 7 years ago. Well, it's 26 years since Leeds last reached the FA Cup final, and today David O'Leary is down to just 11 fit regulars. Smith, Bowyer and Haaland are suspended. Radebe is away with South Africa. Batty is among those injured. Jonathan Woodgate, 19 yesterday, is back from suspension, but 3 of the substitutes have yet to make their first-team debuts. Gary Willard from just along the south coast at Worthing is the referee. Leeds are playing in white shirts from the right-hand side, and Steve Claridge gets the ball at once. This is Corsten playing his first full game, or starting a game for the first time for Leeds, having made his debut last week as a sub. Now the captain today, David Hopkin. And Leeds are going to play, it seems, a flat back four with Gunnar Haller in midfield. That's how it started. The face of experience, Alan Ball, who's seen most of it before. Well, Kewell is going to be a bit of a threat to Portsmouth, I think. So good when he's running with the ball. And the defenders here really were backing off a little bit against Harry Kewell. This is incessant. Alan Ball's blue and white army. This is Claridge. Now it's Perron. Outside him is Simpson. He's taking on Hart, is Jeff Perron. Good move by Pompey. Claridge helped it on. Nightingale, it's in! Portsmouth have scored first. It's Luke Nightingale, the 18-year-old. Alan Ball's team in the lead with less than 9 minutes gone. And really, Jeff Perron, the Frenchman, did tremendously well on the left. Claridge here plays a part, but it's the 18-year-old Nightingale who steers the ball into the net. Steve Claridge, a lovely little step over there that surprised the defenders, and it's Nightingale who gets in front of Igo to claim the goal. Now Leeds have got some rethinking to do. They have a corner, and this will mean the first real test of the Portsmouth defence. David Weatherall, always a challenger in these positions. It's been played short though. It's Hart with the cross. Weatherall's coming in now, but they've got the back one there first, and there's the equaliser. Weatherall's so dangerous in those situations, and he's done what he did at Walsall in the Cup a few years ago. He's rescued Leeds from a very difficult situation. The cross comes in here from Ian Hart, and David Weatherall, jumping at the back post, has equalised within 2 or 3 minutes of Leeds going behind. What a start to this fourth round cup tie. So The First Division team were in front for barely 2 or 3 minutes. And suddenly, it's the Leeds fans at the right-hand end who are celebrating. There's Robinson. It came to McLaughlin! Well, it's come to the boil so quickly, this match. You wonder if they can sustain this. McLaughlin with a shot that was going away from Martin's left-hand post. They've only been playing a quarter of an hour, but already an awful lot's happened here. Up with 2 Portsmouth players, and McLaughlin heads it behind. That's a corner. Well, Kewell fouled by Igo. Free kick to Leeds, not far outside the penalty area after that rather unusual variation on a corner. Hasselback nods to Hart. Oh, what a try, and what a goal! Ian Hart with the left foot scores for Leeds to put them in front. Hasselback just gave him the nod to say, you take it, and Hart with that trusty left foot fired it beyond Alan Knight. It's Portsmouth 1, Leeds 2. Beautifully struck, and only 16 minutes gone. Well, O'Leary now can look on the match from a slightly different perspective. And it's Kewell for Leeds. Corsten goes to the right. Hasselbank's here now. That's Hasselbank. It's come partly back off the goalkeeper. Hasselbank, who had the drive. Kewell was following in for a possible rebound. So 10 minutes left in the first half that got off to a whirlwind start. That's a free kick to Portsmouth, who didn't have long to reflect on their lead. Here's Simpson. Claridge. Oh, it's a fine try. He came in from that side last week against Huddersfield and scored. And it was nearly a replica. Goalkeeper was at full stretch there, Nigel Martin. And it was, at one point, soaring towards the top corner, it seemed. Again, it's Claridge. Well, good decision. Referee just gave it a split second to see if he got a real advantage, and when he didn't, he blew. And Portsmouth have a free kick 4 minutes before half-time, which Whitbread has gone forward, and so has Flacos. Claridge. Oh, he did well to turn that across, and it's come off Nightingale, who didn't know much about it at the near post. Claridge, the sort of player who can make something out of very little. And there wasn't much in that. And the half-time whistle goes with Leeds of the Premiership 2-1 up after going 1 down so early. A sparkling cup tie, Portsmouth 1, Leeds 2 at the halfway point. And it's a senior debut for 18-year-old Welsh lad Matthew Jones. He's a B and under-21 international, and he comes on at half-time in place of the injured Danny Granville, who has a hamstring injury. So Leeds have had to reorganise somewhat, I suspect. Ian Hart will now go and play at left-back, and Gunnar Haller will come into the right-back position, allowing Jones to play in his familiar midfield spot. That's Igo for Portsmouth. Here's Kuehl. Hart. Oh, Hasselbank's pulled away from Vlachos, who just made up the ground. Corner to Leeds. Weatherall's there again. And so was Vlachos. Back in by Kuehl. And by Weatherall. A lot of defending to be done here by Portsmouth. And still it's Hopkin. Plays the ball in. To Woodgate, back out to Hasselbank. And still Jimmy Hasselbank. Oh, it fizzes across the goal to Kuehl. Oh, and Leeds have scored again. It's Harry Kuehl. It's 3-1 to the Premiership side. This is Jimmy Hasselbank with a cross that really evaded everybody until it reached Kuehl on the far side of the area, and what a good placement there. And it's Portsmouth 1, Leeds United 3. Kuehl, oh, what good skill. He's got two to his right, Corsten, and further over from him, Hasselbank. This is Corsten. That's a good effort too. Beaten out by Alan Knight. This is Hopkin. Leeds in control. Hopkin to Hasselbank. Hopkin nearly got the return corner. Didn't reach Hasselbank this time. Waterman keeping an eye on him. Philosophical at the moment. He knows that his team need a break very quickly, and this is the way it could come. Claridge, and just for a moment there, opportunity beckons Steve Claridge. The ball comes off two Leeds players here. Haller is the second one, Weatherall was the first. Claridge just couldn't seem to get his shot in. In by Ribeiro to Hasselbank. Good header, Weatherall. And Ribeiro again. Oh, deflection on that. Oh, that's a goal. Bruno Ribeiro hit it. And it flew via a deflection past Alan Knight. It's 4-1 Leeds. He lined up the shot. Oh, yes, it's caught the Portsmouth defender. Nothing Knight could do about that. I think it might be Adrian Whitbread. And Ribeiro will doubtless claim the goal, which really has now sunk Portsmouth. Still glancing at his notes, David O'Leary, but he'll be pleased as punch with this performance, bearing in mind, I know there's a division difference in his favour, but he was without a number of first-choice players today. Oh, good ball, McLaughlin. Turned him well. Oh, and there's Vlachos. Oh, so close. The best effort of the second half for Portsmouth. But instead, they're undermanned at the other end. This is Jimmy Hasselbank. Weinhardt to his left. It's opening up again for Leeds. And Weinhardt is furious with Hasselbank. He kicks the ground in annoyance, because he was absolutely free to Hasselbank's left and he never got the ball. Portsmouth was still reflecting on how close they came at the other end with Vlachos. Robbins. Knocked over by Hart, no free kick given. Harry Kuehl, Weinhardt in the middle again this time. He's going to get there first. Weinhardt! Leeds have scored again. The substitute has made it 5-1 to Leeds, and now it's a landslide. Harry Kuehl on the ball, strokes it inside, and already Weinhardt has made his run ahead of the defenders. And he just stabs that away from Alan Knight, who again can do nothing about it. They're really chasing shadows there, Portsmouth. Weinhardt is just too good for them. There's usually a turning point in every cup tie, and I think today it was the way in which Leeds equalised so quickly after Portsmouth had taken the lead. Now Weinhardt and Perron have a little set to, but play goes on with Jones. Oh, and look at how undermanned they are again here. It's Harry Kewell. This could be number 6. Good save, Alan Knight. Whitbread. Simpson to Phillips. Leeds haven't let up for a second. This is Claridge. Will they now? They might just do so for long enough for Claridge. Oh, good save by Nigel Martin. Claridge has had no luck at all today. And Martin, who's had very little to do in the second half, responded excellently there. Set up by Phillips. That's a good strike by Steve Claridge. And it's also a very good save by the England man. It's given Portsmouth a corner, possibly their last chance to salvage a consolation goal. Simpson will take it. It's in towards Torgerson. But Portsmouth, who will be shortly back in the High Court, was certainly in the high society of Premier League football today, and it was Leeds who had the conviction and did Alan Ball's team plenty of damage. In all honesty, it could have been more, but then again, Portsmouth gave it all they had, and in the end, I'm sure Claridge, who never stopped working, will just reflect on the fact that really it needed Pompey to have the lead for a bit longer, because once Leeds cancelled that out, there was no stopping them. David O'Leary's team just got better and better, and it ended Portsmouth 1, Leeds 5.
Well, first of all, I was very nervous coming down here today, because we had, if you go through, we had 8 players out, particularly about 6 of them who were regulars and been outstanding, like Bowyer and Redebi, young Smith up front. My youngsters, I want them to go out and play and enjoy themselves, but work very hard when we haven't got the ball. We want to get it back, and when we get it back, I want them to pass it well and get shots and goal and impose ourselves on the other team. And we did that today, and I was proud of them that when we went to goal down, we didn't panic. We got back into it pretty quickly, but we went on and kept playing good football. We were very weak inside, but at the end of the day, still ran out worthy winners.
I've told the players in there that they let themselves down and let the fans down second half. You don't mind getting beaten, but you go down fighting, and we didn't do enough of that second half. But I think you've seen a very exciting young Leeds team that I've just said to David in there, you know, great times ahead for you, and take nothing away from them. You know, second half they just buried us, to be honest.
I haven't scored really too many now, but I scored against Southampton. But I was lucky really. We got the free kick there today. I tried to play it at Harry Kewell. That's one of our set pieces, but it didn't kind of work, and he got a free kick. So the manager was telling Jimmy to hit it, but I just ran up and struck it. I couldn't have hit it any better.